Coming up on Mountain News this morning, cases of the flu seem to be spiking in certain areas of our region, and Governor Andy Beshear raises some significant funds for his re-election campaign.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It's 6 o'clock here. I'm Dakota Makris, and it's Tuesday. Let's check in with Brandon for a look at our forecast. Brandon, I think the rain is starting to make its way out of some parts of the region. I feel like it always is raining here in Hazard. It's just like, man, is it raining this morning? Is it not? It's a fun game I like to play.
We moved Seattle over here, at least the weather pattern. Yep. And it's just kind of, it's April. Listen, if the April showers don't bring May flowers, I'm going to be upset.
We're going to file a complaint.
Exactly. But no, a little bit of rain out there in the northern counties this morning. For the most part, we're doing okay so far. Let's take a look at our live pinpoint Doppler radar. And you'll see up to the north there along the Mountain Parkway and I-64 corridors back over into parts of, let's see, we got Johnson County going back over and toward Martin County there this morning and north. That's basically where the heaviest bands of rain are right now. If you're living in those areas south, you might be seeing, again, a couple of sprinkles out there. But for the most part, I think we're pretty dry. 47 in Clintwood, 45 in Jonesville, 48 in Hazard now, 49 in Pikeville, 47 Prestonsburg, 50 Somerset, London, and Williamsburg, 51 in Harlan. Looks like we've dropped a little bit more there, so 54 in Wise is our warm spot in our region, 52 in Paducah, 54 in Nashville, 40 in Cincinnati, and 46 in the Tri-Cities. Look at that. Our forecast high and our average high are the same, 66 all, and our record high, I don't think we're anywhere close to that today, 87, set back on this day in 1988. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, typically the flu season runs from October to about February or March, but the pandemic seems to be changing that. Parts of eastern and southern Kentucky are seeing a spike, most notably in Pike County, where the most recent data shows 46 new lab-confirmed cases. Health officials expect the actual number of cases to be higher because not everyone confirms their illness with the test.
So that places Pike County in the second highest level of influenza confirmed cases in the state of Kentucky.
Health officials say last year we saw very few flu cases. Masking, hand washing, and more people staying home when sick means that cases remain historically low this year, despite the potential late season surge. And a Kentucky man has spent months in the hospital fighting COVID and weeks in rehabilitation to regain his strength after a double lung transplant. And now he is back home with his family. Grayson Passmore talked with him, his wife, and doctors about his amazing survival.
Hey, buddy.
Heading into his last physical therapy session,
Come down.
Victor Gonzalez Villatoro has reached a milestone doctors didn't think was possible 6 months ago.
Probably the day they told me that he was not going to make it was probably the hardest day for me. But I never gave up, and I told them I would never give up.
Villatoro was diagnosed with COVID-19 in September. He soon became very ill and had to be flown to UK hospital. That's where he would spend the next few months in a coma. At that point, doctors told Villatoro's wife, Carrie Gonzalez, he most likely wouldn't make it.
I know he has the fighting spirit. He just needed time. That's all it was.
And in time, that's just what it was.
Like a dream, They always not happen, they happen.
Not only did Villatoro come out of his coma and go on to successfully receive a double lung transplant on March 1st, a month later, he's walking on his own.
He has really surpassed what I anticipated him to be able to do here, especially with the double lung transplant.
Villatoro's physical therapist, Joe Townsend, is in awe of his recovery.
He really is a true fighter in his journey.
There may have been some growing pains during Villatoro's recovery.
Get back, Nosy Rosie. That's what I call her. Get back, Nosy Rosie. We got this.
Naturally, after the year Carrie had been through, letting go wasn't easy.
We had to gain her trust, too, with our therapy sessions.
And again in time.
Proud of you.
Fight into the end. You know.
That's exactly what Victor did.
I'm going to miss you, buddy.
Well, Governor Andy Beshear reports that COVID cases are staying very low, at least for now. Now, the state reported 943 new cases this past week, bringing our case total to more than 1,286,000. Well, there were 135 new deaths as well, putting the Commonwealth's death toll at more than 14,000. The weekly positivity rate was around 1.97%. All but 6 counties are in the green, with Clay, Knox, Laurel, Whitley, Robertson, and Harrison counties in the yellow. You can always find the latest COVID information on our website at WYMT.com. And the governor has raised more than $1 million this year for his re-election campaign. The campaign also reported record-breaking fundraising for the last quarter of 2021. Well, they say the governor has raised more than $2.4 million in just 6 months. Kentucky's gubernatorial election will be held next year. State Auditor Mike Harmon has filed to run on the Republican side. The governor announced that an emergency project to repair the Brent Spence Bridge in northern Kentucky has been named the National Project of the Year. Well, that project won the award for projects under $20 million, named by the American Society of Highway Engineers. Well, it was repaired after a fiery semi crash in November of 2020. The governor says the state and the Ohio Department of Transportation are now focused on building a companion bridge to the Brent Spence Bridge without tolls. A hearing on redistricting in Kentucky will get underway today. Republican leaders drew up maps earlier this year. Democrats accused the GOP of unconstitutional gerrymandering. Well, they filed a lawsuit. Both sides will be in court today. Arguments are expected to last through much of the week. And we're finding more allocations for education in our region in the state budget. Eastern Kentucky University President David McFadden confirms there is money in the budget for a new Model Lab school that would be built on campus. Well, Model has more than 700 students in grades K through 12 and boasts a 98% graduation rate and high college bound rate. President McFadden says the target to get the new model school built and open is 2025. We're getting our first look at the new Keeneland commemorative bottle from Maker's Mark. Well, this year's bottle will raise money for Lex Arts and Horse Mania. The 3 bottles each have a unique design with artwork by 3 artists, each showing the beauty and history of thoroughbred racing. The 3 bottles go on sale this Friday, the opening day of Keeneland's spring meet. And the suspension for horse trainer Bob Baffert began on Monday. The Kentucky Horse Racing Commission issued it after Baffert's horse failed a Derby Day drug test. The suspension will last 90 days. Baffert's also facing a 2-year ban from Churchill Downs. And a Facebook post from the Floyd County Sheriff's Department says several people in the area are reporting getting a call from someone claiming to work for the power company. Well, the scammer is telling people a payment needs to be made immediately or they will lose service. The post said the calls have been traced and are not attached to a real utility company. Officials say you should not give out personal information on the phone unless you are certain who you are talking to.
6:08 here on this Tuesday morning. We again are tracking just a little bit of overnight shower activity that has started to move out. But if you're concerned, it will not be gone for too long. More chances move in a little bit later today. We're taking a look at that here as we approach the about 6:10 this morning. We're going to continue to watch again the rain moving out for the most part. Still a little bit up toward the I-64 Mountain Parkway corridors, but it is getting thinner by the minute. Temperatures are still going down. 50 Somerset, London, Williamsburg, 52 Jackson, 49 Pikeville, 48 Logan and Moorhead, 45 in Jonesville, 54 the warm spot over in Wise just down the road there. 66 this afternoon as we head deeper today. Those rain chances pick back up, some showers and storms. Garden variety today, but we are watching a big time cold front that it will approach us tomorrow evening. That will bring some possibilities for some severe storms, and after that a big cool down as we head toward the weekend. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. Coming up next on Mountain News this morning, the U.S. creates a new defense bureau to help defend our nation against possible cyber attacks from foreign countries. That's on the way.